G'day, it's Steve and Bella from Exercises.com.au. Today we're going to show you how to do a medicine ball clean. Bella's going to demonstrate for us. Okay, so the medicine ball clean is mainly a beginner's move. Okay, if you're just getting into CrossFit and struggling with the weightlifting, using a barbell, using a medicine ball is a good way to start off. Okay, so first of all, setting up, we've got to make sure that the feet are just slightly outside of the ball, so just outside hip width but not at shoulder width. Okay, the ball is just in front of her toes. She's holding on to that ball. Okay, the palm's on the side of the ball. We don't want to be grabbing it from underneath. Also notice that her arms are straight. From here, knees are tracking over the toes. The hips are slightly above the knees. She's got a nice set back, so she's pulling her belly button, sternum apart, and the shoulders are up. The shoulders are also over the ball, if you notice that. So from there, she's going to come up. Her shoulders and hips are rising at the same time. She gets vertical shins, and then from there, bringing the hips through, coming up onto the toes, shoulders shrugging. The ball is up as high as we can, but notice that her arms are still quite straight, and then dropping underneath into a squat, and that's quite fast. So feet have moved out to shoulder width, knees are tracking over the toes, hips are below the knees, but most importantly that the elbows are up nice and high, and the ball is quite close to the chest, and then standing up from there. So that's quite important that you catch that ball in the correct position. It'll make the squat or standing up out of the squat much easier. So a couple of common faults we tend to see here is first of all setting up and having a rounded back. So starting off, having a rounded back there, her hips are up, her knees are back. This is a pretty poor position to start off with. Okay, you might be able to get away with it with a med ball or a lighter weight. When you start to try and use a barbell and add weight, that's you're going to hurt your back pretty much straight away. So try to stay out of it. Learn how to set your back from this beginner's position. Another common fault we tend to see is opening up the knees and going to a straight leg first. Her hips come up high, and then it loads up the back as well. Once again, you could get away with it with a med ball, but we want to eradicate that now before we get onto a barbell. One more we want to see is in the catch. So she is coming up correctly, but then she's leaning forward. She's got her elbows inside, trying to hold onto that ball, but the ball's pushing her forward. As she goes to stand up, she's on her toes, and she's falling forward. She's lost balance. Okay, let's finish off with one good rep. And that's how we do a med ball clean. Search through exercises.com.au for more great videos, and we'll see you next time.